What I'm about to show you is absolutely brilliant, and it exposes the idiocy of these so-called Western leftists who come out on the streets to support the so-called Palestinian cause, but they don't even know what they're supporting. They're just repeating everything like parrots, and that's why we call them NPCs, because they're basically just like robots. This kid, who's only about 12 years old, decided to go to one of these protests and interview the people who were there in a very nice way, and this happened.
In the dictionary, Zionism is the belief that Jews should have a homeland. That's what it says.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair. But Palestine wasn't empty. Palestine had people in it. And you can't just take over a land where people are living and say, now we plant a flag and now it's ours. You can't do that.
The United Nations gave the land to Israel in 48.
And the Balfour Declaration was wrong. And I disagree that it's fair in any way, shape or form. And also it's an ethno-state. Israel is trying to create a state where there are only Jewish people. Where else in the world do you have that?
But there are 2 million Israeli Arabs that have the same rights as Israeli Jews living in Israel.
They have the same rights?
Yeah. 2 million is 20% of the population are Arab Muslim.
Right, okay. Well, why are they trapping people in Gaza and the West Bank then?
Because they feel like in Gaza it's a response to the Hamas October 7th attacks, and I think they feel like they need to dismantle Hamas.
Hamas was set up by Israel.
Hamas was set up by Israel.
Who helped to set up Hamas?
When? Sorry. Finance Hamas? I thought it was the Iranians that were financing Hamas.
No, that's propaganda. Are you Jewish?
No. I mean, it doesn't matter.
No, I just wondered, but are you a Zionist?
No, it doesn't matter.
It does matter to me if you're a Zionist.
Why does it matter?
Because I want to know what your agenda is.
Why do you need to know? I'm just here interviewing people. You don't need to know what...
But I do want to know what your agenda is.
You don't need to know, though.
Well, I don't need to speak to you anymore then.
Okay.
Now, there are a few interesting points to actually mention when it comes to this interview. One, this 12-year-old kid is more professional and more brave, and braver than all the other mainstream reporters and journalists that you have. It actually asks the relevant questions, and also very politely, saying, well, I'm just asking questions. And he actually walked away as well, saying, fine, if you don't want to continue, we want to continue. But the fascinating part of it is the fact that, as I said, they just repeat the same things. They've been told certain key words without knowing what it actually means. Like, oh, they hear Balfour agreements. Yeah, we've heard that we've heard is a bad thing. And we've heard, oh yeah, Israel wants to be an ethno-nation. Yeah, just Israelis. Then why is it that you have Christians, Jews and Muslims and of course atheists all living happily inside Israel? And then they go to the usual argument of basically implying that Gaza was an open-air prison trapping them. Well, no, Gaza until now was under the control and management of their own leadership. Israel had nothing to do with what's going on inside Gaza until obviously they decided to invade Israel. And the kid was actually, again, very good journalist. He was actually saying, well, we think that on the Israeli side, they feel that the Islamists are basically the enemies, and he actually said they feel. He didn't even claim that he's thinking anything. He was just saying that's how Israel feels. But then the moment he brings up the Iranian regime funding the Islamists in Gaza, then that's when they lose the argument, like that woman did, and they say, oh, this is propaganda, I don't want to hear it. This is just a problem that we have in the West.
Here, more Islamic propaganda according to this woman, who probably have no idea that Muslims can marry a child, molest a child, rape a child, break a child, and have no feelings about it because this is allowed in their religion. Useful idiots.